Want to welcome everybody to tonight's championship game of the 50th annual Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. I'm Bill Hampton. Alongside of me, Al Jackson. Tommy Jacobs still sick, but this man has more knowledge about basketball than all the fans put together in here in this packed house tonight, Al.
That's a big crowd. It's just typical of what we've come to enjoy over the years, since they went to this consolation bracket. And, they got the bottom bleachers pulled all the way around, and they're packed full, people standing up, and they're too deep up here around the walls there. So whatever capacity this gym is probably that plus another 100 or so on top of that, Good crowd, good spirited crowd. Both teams have several fans that go along with the teams that participated earlier today who's not going to be going around as, we're going to have an all-tournament team picked after the game's over with. Plus, they'll name the all-half-century team tonight.
And we've got that right there. We can open it up at halftime. Cannot announce it till after the game. We will have a lot of things for you after this game. It may be on a separate program, but, again, we're going to have it for you on Channel 21. We want to thank you folks for tuning in. So many people have asked, when are the games going to be replayed? Why can't we get this in our town? And, again, folks, we are just thrilled to death to be bringing you the first televised game ever from the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. This is the 50th annual. We want to thank the Bloomfield School System, the Bloomfield R14 School System, for allowing Channel 21 to come in and talk about or to show you all these basketball games. Al, we've done all 26 games. Terry Turlington, Jim Hall, Tommy Jacobs, yourself. We've also had Terry McVeigh to help us out, and we just want to thank you all for coming in and helping us make this more interesting for our fans.
Well, I enjoy it, and I appreciate the opportunity. I cannot think of a better entertainment there is to see anywhere than to watch high school athletics, especially here in southern Missouri where it's, probably the heart of most of the small communities evolves around the high school teams. And, you look around, you see the teams like the South Pemmonscotts, the Puxicos, of course, several teams, not the, East Carter, Doniphan, Malden, et cetera, sort there, and see those fans that come and support those kids. That's what it's all about.
Los Brisas Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Malden has the best Mexican food in the Boot Hill. Their fast, friendly service will always keep you smiling. Bottomless drinks never leave you thirsting. Lunch specials every Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Also new at Los Brisas is a new drive-through window. You can call ahead and your food will be waiting for you. Call 276-6666, or better yet, visit the friendliest dining atmosphere and best food in the Boot Hill, open 7 days a week. That's Los Brisas Authentic Mexican Restaurant on Business 25 in Malden. Del Gustavo and the gang, you heard about it them on Channel 21. It really is. Again, we've seen some great basketball here tonight on championship night. Richland winning the consolation bracket on a last-second shot by Nick Karras. Then we had the game following that between Portageville and Dexter. Portageville victorious. Then that was for fifth place. Third place game just completed as Puxico defeated South Pemmonscott. Puxico looked very well in that game. And now the championship game between the 11-0 Malden Green Wave, 7-1 Doniphan Dons coming into this tournament. How do you see the game shaping up?
Well, we've talked about Malden, how quick they are, and, throughout the tournament, and they've exhibited that quickness. And, last night they fairly handled the Puxico team. Puxico wouldn't go away. Of course, tonight Puxico came back and battled South Pemmonscott to win at third place. Doniphan's also a good ball club, They're a little further out west, and a lot of people don't get to see them as much as they do Malden people in nature here. But I wouldn't want to give them a tag of being a Cinderella, but I think they're going to give Malden a good ball game. I do think Malden will come out on top, but, they're going to have to fight to win it.
Now at First State Bank and Trust in Dexter, earn 5.12 annual percentage yield with an electronic Advantage Now checking account. There's no minimum balance and no service charge, giving you the best product for internet banking and more. Get unlimited checking with free internet banking, free online bill payments, electronic bank statements, and more. Streamline monthly bill payments, save time and money, and earn 5.12 APY at First State Bank and Trust, Business 60 in Dexter, member FDIC. Referees tonight for this championship game, Matt Kinney, Jay Cookson, Mark Mars. Got three good ones.
Three good ones, and the officiating up here has been excellent all 4 days. And of course, another thing I think to point out these type of tournaments there is to be able to sit there and keep your legs 4 straight days and be able to play is really something.
We're getting ready for the national anthem. This game brought to you by your friends at New Wave Communications. New Wave's DVR is like TiVo, only better. Pause, record, and rewind live TV. Now TV that fits your schedule. Call New Wave today to find out how you can save even more by bundling digital cable, telephone, and high-speed data. Good job that time on the national anthem by Erica White of Bloomfield. It's time for the starting lineups. We'll have to call Doniphan off as they come out. Coming out, starting a 5'10 junior, number 1, Tyler Collins. Jake Netherland, a 6'4 senior, gets the start tonight. He's number 5. Number 31, a 6'1 junior, Charles Wilson, and he's a dandy.
He is a dandy.
Number 32, a 6'1 senior, Adam Carpenter. He is college. He will be playing college ball somewhere, and rounding out the starting 5, number 33, a 6' junior, Chandler Wilson. They're coached by Jason Andrews, assisted by Corey Russell. Now for the Malden Green Wave. They're coached by Robert Eisen. Evgeny Sokolov is the head coach. Number 4, a 5'8 senior, is Caleb Reed. Boy, this place is loud. Number 20, a junior, a 5'10 junior, Nick Perkins. Number 23, a 5'9 senior, Alonzo Lewis, one of the best guards in Southeast Missouri. Number 32, a 6'5 senior, Quentin Franks, has had a great tournament up here. Number 42, a 6'6 senior, Robbie Eisen. That's the starting lineups for both teams. Sit back, folks. This is the championship. A lot of history on the line here tonight. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Boomers Productions. The next time your company needs a commercial, safety, informational, or music video made, please contact Boomers Productions. Working with Malden Productions, we can produce your next video requirement. We also bring to your local news and programming as seen on Channel 21 and the New Wave Communications Network. We're currently seen in Bernie, Bloomfield, Essex, Campbell, Dexter, and Malden, and looking forward to serving more towns in Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas viewing area. Boomers Productions and Channel 21, your hometown channel. Call 281-2121 or visit our website at boomersproductions.com. Also, our toll-free number outside the Malden area, 877-566-2121. Being the 50th tournament of this history of the tournament, I guess I should say, Al.
Yes, and I tell you, it's it's really remarkable to think that the tournament lasts 50 years and be as good as it probably was 50 years ago when it first started.
Well, I think you said last night, or someone told me, that when they first started, they only had 13 teams.
Well, the original tournament only had 8 teams.
Okay, 8 teams. I'm sorry.
Then it switched to the Christmas tournament. It had 13 teams, and it hit its low points as anything does. It hit the peak, and probably in the early 90s when it's probably his best frenzy, when it had a lot of good ball clubs in there. Doniphan has the tip to start the game.
Wilson tipped the ball back before the ball ever reached its peak. That was a quickie on there right there. Wilson going against Franks. He's in the paint. He goes in, puts it up, does not score. Ball tipped around. Nick Perkins down with it. Ball to Caleb Reed, to Lewis. He scores. Green Wave go on top, 2-0. Green Wave will press, man-to-man, full court. Carpenter with the basketball. He's a dandy. He's in the paint. He gives the ball over to Chandler Wilson, who drives in, has the ball taken away by Lewis, back by Chandler Wilson. He puts it up on top of the backboard. Ball rebounded by Nick Wilson, out of bounds on the Green Wave. Good hustle on both teams.
Good hustle there.
You're going to see 2 quick ball clubs right here. Doniphan, they go very quickly up and down the floor. The Green Wave do likewise. The ball to Netherland. Gets the ball out to Collins. Collins inside to Charles Wilson. Shot no good. Rebounded Franks, gives to Eisen. Eisen to Nick Perkins. 7 minutes to go in this first period. Green Wave on top, 2-0, just underway. Glad you joined us for the championship game. Eisen with the basketball out to Lewis. Lewis will set the offense. Doniphan in a man-to-man. Nick Perkins with the ball to Reed. Reed over to Lewis. Green Wave doing a lot of backdoor screening. Ison trying to go around and picks the dribble up, gives to Lewis. Lewis is going to drive in, puts up a layup, scores it. Alonzo Lewis, the first 2 baskets of the game. 4-0, Green Wave on top of Doniphan. 6:30 to go in the first period. Collins with the basketball, round Reed. Down to Carpenter along the baseline, puts the shot up. Ison blocks it. And back into Carpenter's hands, and he was out of bounds.
Stepped on the line and got the rebound come down.
Yep. Reed with the basketball to Lewis. To Reed. To Nick Perkins. To Lewis. Inside to Quentin Franks. Franks on the move. Loses the ball, gives it to Ison. Ison's going to be fouled. Ison would go to the line to shoot 2. First foul of the game. Foul was on Jake Netherland. First shot in and out. It's been the Achilles heel for a lot of teams in this tournament.
Yes, it's probably that may even be a record for one of the worst free throw shooting overall in the tournament because there has been a lot of teams that hadn't shot 50%.
Charles Wilson with the basketball. Gives over to Collins. Collins to Chandler Wilson. To Carpenter. Ball passed out of bounds that time by Doniphan. Unforced turnover right there, you might say. Yes, he had a man on him, but the guy he's throwing to was open. Nick Perkins with a basketball for the Green Wave. Lewis has it. He's going to drive in the lane. Gives a bounce pass to Ison. Ison with a spin move. Goes up. It's going to be called for walking. 5:33 to go in this first period. Low score, 4-0. Both teams filling each other out. It will end up, I believe, being a track meet, don't you?
Well, I think it will too. Doniphan's struggled offensively so far. They've had some good looks, but nothing's fell for them. And another shot that's missed there. And
Shot by Collins missed. Green Wave running. Reed pulls it back out, gives it to Lewis. Go over to Perkins. Perkins thought about it, drives in. He's going to put one up off the board, in and out. Rebound that time off of the fingertips of Robbie Ison, out of bounds to the Doniphan Dons. Checking in for the Green Wave will be Trey Porter. Going out will be Quentin Franks. They lose height, but Porter plays very big for a 5'9".
He does.
Collins with the basketball. To Charles Wilson. The Wilson twins are great ball players.
They sure are. Chris hadn't seemed to hurt Doniphan's ability to move the ball down. Of course, they've handled that well so far nearly going. Unlike last night, Puxco wasn't able to do that. Another missed shot, but a stick back.
Chandler Wilson with a miss. Brother Charles picks it up, scores it. 4-2. Doniphan on the board. Ison with the ball in the corner. Has it up high. Throws it inside to Porter. Porter going inside against Netherland. Has a ball slapped away from him. Chandler Wilson on the move. Gives to Carpenter. He drives in, stops, pops from 4, off the rim. Ison with a rebound. Nick Perkins with it to Reed. Guarantee you better be in shape in this game or get the hand up after 1 minute because you're going to go up and down the floor. Exactly Lewis from 18, no good. Rebound up. Over to, ball tipped over by Perkins to Caleb Reed. Caleb Reed in the right place, the right time, scores it. Nice soft shot put up that time by Jake Netherland for 2. 6-4, under 4 minutes to go now in the first period. The game's starting to pick up. Reed with a jump shot from 12, no good. Rebound in there by Lewis. He puts it up and off of Porter's hands. Coming in for the Green Wave, Elwan Perkins, Eddings, and Krigler. Coming in for Doniphan is Nick Webb. Collins with the basketball, gives to Webb. Webb down in the corner, almost lost the handle on it. Chandler Wilson with the basketball. Gives it to Carpenter. We've got a foul on the green wave. It's
Foul against Lewis.
Against Porter, I think.
Oh, it's Porter 33. I thought that was 23. It's 33.
Yep. Porter with the first foul for the green wave. Each team with one foul. Carpenter with the ball, driving the baseline. He puts up a shot. Ball hit the side of the goal, now to bounce. Green wave basketball. Oh, I tell you what, it's crowded all the way around this gym. On the floor, up in the stands, it's just packed. What a great atmosphere to play in.
It is, and of course the stage is pretty well packed
Oh,
here
yes.
too. And I'm sure the cheerleaders out there with lack of room are probably on the floor on this one that ends here.
Ryan Krigler with a turnover that time. 3:09 to go in this first period. We've got a timeout on the floor with Malden 6, Doniphan 4. We'll be right back. This game brought to you by your friends at New Wave Communications. New Wave is the local leader in communication and entertainment needs. Digital cable, telephone, high-speed data from one source. Call New Wave today to find out how you can save even more by bundling digital cable, telephone, and high-speed data. Well, Al, is this what you expected?
Well, I kind of thought it'd be a little more scoring at this point, but it's exactly the type of game I thought it would be. It's a true championship game so far. Both teams are playing on equal footings. Doniphan's been able to move the ball down the floor, Malden likewise, and both got good looks. And had the rebounding. Doniphan's controlled the second shots on this end, but Malden done the same thing on their end, so not getting those second and third shots.
D&D Trucking is located at Highway 60 and Double F, just north of Essex. Donnie and Tish Foster are the owners. D&D Trucking uses end dumps and hopper bottom trailers. D&D Trucking specializes in grain, fertilizer, lime, and rock hauling. Personalized, dependable, and reliable service. That's D&D Trucking in Essex. Give them a call at 573-283-5550. D&D Trucking in Essex. Well, both teams filling each other out. Green Wave have not got in that up and down court just yet,
No.
and I would think that Doniphan would want to keep them out of that.
I would too, because I think overall that Malden might be a little deeper and it can run, more so than what Doniphan would be able to do.
Well, Doniphan's quick, and they like to move the ball, but I don't know that they're as quick as a Green Wave. Now, I say that, and they may prove me different here before it's all over. Carpenter with the spin move, the dribble, has the ball slapped, puts up a turnaround jumper, scores it. This young man will be playing college basketball somewhere next year. He started for 3 years for Doniphan. Ball thrown inside to Porter, back to Krigler, up and in. Nice give and go that time. 8-6. Green Wave back on top. Collins with the ball. Gives to Carpenter. He tries to drive the baseline. He's stopped. Ball out to Chandler Wilson. Puts up a shot. Rebounded by Eddings of the Green Wave. Lewis wants to move it down the floor a little quicker. He's going to go in. Well, we're going to have a charge foul. Alonzo Lewis that time ran into Carpenter. Carpenter really playing a great defense that time. That's Alonzo Lewis' first foul. That's two college players going against each other right there.
Uh-huh.
Just what we expected. Going to be a great ball game. Nick Webb tries to pass inside to Charles Wilson. Eddings commits the foul. That's his first, Green Wave's third. Inbounding for Doniphan be Charles Wilson. He gives the ball to Nick Webb, to Collins, to Carpenter. Turnaround shot in the lane, scores it, ties the game. Adam Carpenter with 4. Elwan Perkins with the ball, and he's going to be fouled. Foul that time going to be on Collins. His first, Doniphan's second. Green Wave will inbound. Ryan Krigler with the ball to Lewis. Kind of a low right now, Al.
Yes.
Teams are going to have to get in the flow. Oh, ball taken away that time very nicely by Nick Webb. Webb over to Collins. Collins puts it up and in.
Doniphan gets their first lead of the game.
First lead for Doniphan of the night with 1:25 to go in the first period. 10-8, Doniphan ahead. Krigler with the basketball. Drives to the top of the key. Down to Porter. Porter looking inside, still with the basketball to Lewis. Boy, they're packing that middle in there, aren't they? Saying Greenway, shoot it from the outside. Krigler with the basketball. He drives, gives it to Lewis. Lewis is going to drive in, stops, puts up a shot, scores it. Alonzo Lewis with 6 in the quarter. Game tied, 10-10, 45 seconds to go. Carpenter with the basketball. To Charles Wilson, to Nick Webb, over to Collins. To Carpenter. Carpenter going to drive, good spin, gives over to Collins. Ball tipped away in there by Eddings, nice defensive play. Green Wave are running. Lewis with the basketball. He's going to stop, pop, go in and shoot it, going to score. What a move that time by Alonzo Lewis. He waited on the team, did the head fake, and put it up and in and got fouled. Foul that time on Charles Wilson, his first. Doniphan's third, both teams with 3 fouls. Green Wave with wholesale substitutions coming back in. Nick Perkins, Caleb Reed, and Robbie Eisen. Lewis to the line to try to complete the 3-point conventional play. He scores it. Alonzo Lewis with 9 in the period. 20 seconds to go in his first period of the championship game. Carpenter with the basketball, under 10 seconds. Perkins is on him, and he's a real good defensive player. Carpenter wants to take the shot, it looks like. Kicks the ball to Nick Webb. He loses it, and Malden's going to go in as the horn goes off without a shot, but they kept Doniphan from scoring there at the end of the first period of play. It's the Malden Green Wave 13, the Doniphan Dons 10. We'll be right back.
JR Shoes carries a complete line of athletic shoes for the entire family. Nike socks are available at JR's now from infant sizes through men's size 18. New Balance are also in stock in medium and wide widths. JR carries a complete line of casual shoes by Merrill, Bourne, and Clark for guys and gals. In the boot line, JR carries Red Wings and plainer steel toe, waterproof or insulated, Double H Western work boots, and Justin Double Comfort work boots with Gore-Tex. Dr. Martin Classics, Rocky work boots, Acme Kids boots, and Tony Lama and Dan Post dress boots. That's JR Shoes in Malden and Poplar Bluff.
Al, what a fast-paced first half.
It was. There was a good exhibit of defense on both ends of the floor. Shots are premium. Doniphan enjoyed their lead briefly 10-8. The rest of the time's been all Malden on top there. And, what can you say about the way that both teams have played? Both of them have been real stingy on the basket on their end. In other words, they're not giving up a second, third shot. And it's that way both ways there. And, I think they're both still in the mode of feeling each other, as you mentioned a while ago. They're playing a deliberate, yet a high-intense pressure game at this point.
Today's game is brought to you by Larry Ellison Auto Sales. Larry Ellison Auto Sales is located very conveniently at the corner of Business Highway 60 and 1 Mile Road in Dexter. Larry Ellison Auto Sales not only sell pre-owned automobiles, but they have motorcycles, motorhomes, boats, and even four-wheelers. Please see Larry Ellison Auto Sales for your next vehicle purchase. They also will handle your financing. That's Larry Ellison Auto Sales in Dexter, Missouri.
Points scored that quarter. Tyler Collins 2 for Doniphan. Jake Netherland for 2. Charles Webb with 2. Adam Carpenter with 4 for the Green Wave. Caleb Reed with 2. Ryan Krigler with 2. Alonzo Lewis with 9. Fouls, 1 each on Lewis, Porter, and Eddings for the Green Wave. 1 each on Collins, Netherland, and Charles Wilson for Doniphan. Second quarter underway. Green Wave basketball. 6 fouls the first quarter. That was a great play by both teams because, both of them are packing it in. Both of them doing screens. Both Malden's pressing. Eisen with the basketball. Backs it in. Does a turnaround jump shot. Nice fade-away jump shot by Robbie Eisen. 15-10. Biggest lead of the night for either team. Green Wave on top. Carpenter to Chandler Wilson. To Collins for three. Off the rim, rebound up that time. Quentin Frakes high up. Lewis with the basketball. Pulls up the top of the key. Gives to Eisen. Eisen is going to try to go inside the lane. He lost the handle on it. Charles Wilson with the basketball. Down to Chandler. To Carpenter. To Collins. Back to Carpenter. Chandler Wilson with the basketball. Looks inside and gives to Lance Majors, who's just entered the game, and he's going to be fouled. Foul is on Caleb Reed, his first. Greenway's fourth of the half. Majors to inbound. Gives it to Chandler Wilson. Wilson inside, back inside to Majors. Majors with the basketball. Ball knocked out of his hands. Nick Perkins with the basketball, holds it up. Gives it to Lewis. Lewis thinks about three. Pulls it up. He's going to drive in. Puts up a layup. It will not go. He hit the rim. Rebound Majors from Doniphan. Charles Wilson with the basketball. To Chandler Wilson. To Collins. To Carpenter. They set a screen for him from three. And off the front of the rim. It will not go. And ball turned over. Knocked out of bounds. Goes to the Green Wave. Icing out. Eddings in for the Green Wave.
Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods. Call Kenneth Store at 888-6678 or Lloyd Rice at 576-4471. Nike, Adidas, Russell, any and all kinds of major brand names and your favorite sporting goods. New location in Kennett at 1300 Industrial Drive. That's Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods in Kennett. We're wearing vests tonight from Skeeter Kell. Give them a call or stop by the Kennett store for all your sporting goods needs.
Also coming in will be Krigler. Going out will be Lewis. I'll just jump in there anytime you want to now.
Okay.
After 13 games, my voice is about to go. Eddings with a turnaround shot. It will go.
It's up to 7-point lead now. Doniphan brings the ball down court. They got to get something on this exchange here. They got a man wide open in the basket and lays it up and in. Cuts it 17-12 to 33 for Doniphan. Chandler Wilson shot.
Somebody missed an assignment for the Green Wave. I was just about to say before that happened, Antonio Eddings has really had a great tournament for the Green Wave.
Yes, he has.
Coming off the bench. Quentin Franks from 12 scores it. Quentin Franks with a nice jump shot. Very unusual. He gets most of his points under the basket, but he went to the outside and looked very good at it. Collins with the ball to Wilson. Tries to kick the ball over to Majors. Ball goes out of bounds. Coming back in for Doniphan will be Jake Netherland.
I kind of think we're beginning to see Malden beginning to assert itself a little bit as they've opened up a 7-point lead and have possession of the ball. And, of course, Doniphan will have to make a move here soon. They don't want to get double-digit deficit at this point in the game.
Nick Webb also in for Doniphan. 19-12, 5:20 to go. Caleb Reed with a jump shot from free throw line off the front of the rim, and we've got a foul. Foul's going to be on the Doniphan Dons. It's going to be on Nick Webb, his first. His team's fourth. Each team with 4 fouls with 5:19 to go in this first half. Not a lot of fouling. Nobody in foul trouble. All that have fouls only have 1. Nick Perkins with the basketball to Krigler. Krigler has the ball off his foot, goes to Eddings, puts up jump shot. No good. Nick Perkins there to tip it in. Nick Perkins with his first 2 of the night. 21-12 and timeout on the floor with 5:09 to go. The Green Wave on top of the Doniphan Dons, 21-12.
They're beginning to assert themselves out there. They've had an 8-point run here in this second quarter. It's opened up a 9-point lead. Doniphan will have to make a move, in order to get back in this thing. As I mentioned, they can't afford to fall behind and get double digits. Go listen to that crowd. They are really spirited this game.
Well, they're having a good time, both of them. And as long as they keep it clean and fun like that, we like it. It's just a ball game. The sun will come up tomorrow, or it'll be cloudy one, but there will be light somewhere.
That's exactly right.
Of course, when I coached, I felt like it was life or death, win or lose, and we were experienced in losing, but when we won, we sure enjoyed it.
I've been fortunate to be on both sides of that fence, and I tell you, you're right. When those losses mount up right there, it's a long, long season.
Carpenter with a basketball. Krigler on him. Krigler very fast. Greenway with a steal. They're going down the floor. The pass to Krigler. He loses the handle on it, puts it up, scores it.
23-12 now. Doniphan brings the ball down. Another turnover by Doniphan. Malden Eddings gets that steal, but then turn around and gave it back. Doniphan's recovered the ball as they come back down court. 23-12 in favor of the Green Wave. 4:29 left in the half. Another turnover by Doniphan Dons. Malden now takes over the ball again. Seems like Malden's got them a little rattled, and Doniphan's taking a second timeout now to try to regain their composure.
Doniphan takes a 20-second timeout. Trey Porter is coming into the game. Green Wave have speeded up the game a little bit, and the biggest lead by either team. They're up by 11 with 4:25 to go in this second period. Good timeout call that time by the Doniphan coach, Jason Andrews. Wanted to get his team settled down, say, hey, let's get back what we're supposed to be doing. You know, one shot's not going to tie the game or get us the lead. We're down. We're just going to have to work the ball and stop Malden from scoring. Now, that sounds good on paper, sounds good talking about it. That's a tough job. The Green Wave just keep pounding.
It's hard to tell him there's still a lot of basketball play, and there really is a lot of basketball play, but he knows, as we all do, that you can ill afford to get behind too much early because it's hard to climb uphill. Time back in now, and Malden brings the ball back down the court. Reed over to Johnson, got the ball. Got him kind of hemmed in the corner there, and he passes it back out. Lewis drives in the lane.
Nice pass over to Porter, was it? He put it up, and he's going to be fouled. Nice pass that time by Alonzo Lewis. Trey Porter going out to give him a high five, say thanks for the pass. He's going to go to the line to shoot two. Trey Porter is a 5'9" senior. He's part of that track team that won the state last year. His first free throw up, good. Foul that time was on Chandler Wilson, his first. Green Wave up by a dozen, 24-12. Second one up, no good. Rebound that time far. It's on the floor. Elwan Perkins gets it. Lewis with the basketball inside to Ison. Ison working in, turnaround shot, scores it. Robbie Ison acts like he really wants the ball tonight.
Up 26-12 now. Of course, you know, you only have so many timeouts, so you can't take another timeout. You got to hope to sit there and do some things right on this end. And Doniphan brings the ball back down, throws the pass in. That ball's picked up, and maybe a foul on the play.
Foul's going to be on Robbie Ison for reaching in. It's going to be the 15th foul for the Green Wave. 5 team fouls also for Doniphan. There's 3:43 to go. Coming in for Doniphan is going to be Lance Majors. Going out is going to be Jake Netherland. Collins with the basketball. Carpenter from just inside the three puts it up, no good. Trey Porter high up for 5'9". He gets up there.
Did a good job just stepping in front of the Doniphan defender to get that rebound.
Lonzo Lewis from 14 scores it. Lonzo Lewis having another big night. He's got 11 in the game. I believe he will make the all-tournament team.
I believe he will too.
Carpenter with a drive against Elwan Perkins. No good. Rebound Ison off his fingertips. It's going to stay with the Doniphan Dons.
Good hustle there. Three of them went after that loose ball.
Sure. Nick Perkins in for Caleb Reed for the Green Wave. 3:09 to go. Green Wave up by 16, 28-12. Carpenter with a basketball. In the corner to Collins. Back to Carpenter. To Wilson. That's Charles Wilson. Then he gives back to Collins. Collins going to drive. Green Wave playing good defense now because, Doniphan's got a good offense pattern. Chandler Wilson with the basketball from free throw line extended, puts it up, scores it. Chandler Wilson with his second bucket of the night, second bucket of the quarter. He has 4. Nick Perkins has a basketball. Inside to Elwan. Elwan with the scoop shot layup, misses it. Rebound that time by Charles Wilson of Doniphan. He goes to Carpenter. Carpenter's going to drive in, spins, pulls it back out. Chandler Wilson for 3. Scores it.
He got it. They'll follow the course back at 28-17 now in favor of Malden. That last trip down the floor was a big break as they, I think, had, 10 unanswered points there before Doniphan scored.
Right. Doniphan scored the last 5. They were Malden up by 16. Now they're up by 11. 2 minutes to go. Nick Perkins with a basketball. 2 minutes to go in the half. Lewis now has it. He's wanting something to happen, I can tell you that, and he's going to make it happen. Nice spin move in the lane, puts it up. Ball's going to fall in. Boy, what a soft shot.
Good soft touch, and the defender did nothing wrong. He had got a hand on it in
Sure.
his face and still got the shot off.
Collins for three, scores it. We've got timeout as Coach Ison wants to stop the bleeding on the 3 points plays with 1:34 to go in the first half. It's Malden 30, Doniphan 20.
But he axed up a little bit, in this quarter here, 13-10 in the one quarter. Now we're at 30-10, still a minute and a half to go in the half. But the level of intensity has stepped up a little bit. Malden beginning to dictate the game a little bit more. And, of course, it alters Doniphan's game plan a little bit as they can't afford to fall any further behind. They have to climb back in this thing. And last two trips down court did exactly that as they canned a pair of threes. And Malden hopes with this timeout to slow that down a little bit and still maintain their control. Time back in now as they come back on the court. Minute 34 left in the second quarter.
Eddings to inbound. Gives it to Lewis. Lewis around Carpenter. Still the basketball. Drives across the lane. Drives into the lane now. Stops, puts up an 8-footer, scores it. I tell you, he's taking the game over.
He has.
He feels it. He's got 15 in the first half.
I tell you, a guard like that is just invaluable.
Oh, they're all talking about they sure wish he was, 6 inches taller and blah, blah, blah. Well, if he was, he probably wouldn't be as agile as he is.
You're probably right. I think, his play is certainly what most coaches would like to have, on the floor leading their charge there. Is he does a lot of things right, he moves the team's offense. He's got a good outside shot, plays a very aggressive defense.
Foul that time on Lewis. His second. Going to the line is Charles Wilson for 2. His first shot is short. Anthony Bean was not very big.
No.
But he played big ball.
He did. He played big ball after his days in Bernie High School. He ended up in Kansas State in the Big 8. And anytime you play in a Big 8 or any major college like that, you've done something right despite size. And he was a very aggressive ball player.
He had a great coach in high school, and Gene Best took him in college and really developed him even further.
Yes,
Second shot by Wilson, good. 1 minute to go in the first half. Green Wave on top by 11. Ryan Krigler into the game with a basketball. He goes across the lane, goes in for a layup, puts it up high off the board, will not go. Rebounded in time by Majors. Majors gives to Wilson, quickly down to Collins. Back inside to the big guy, it's off his fingertips. Malden has a ball. Eddings trying to bring it down the big guy. He gives it over to Porter, inside, scores it. Green Wave that time were a little out of control, but got back in control just under the bucket in time. Back up at 13 as Malden, 34-21. 25 seconds to go. Collins with the basketball. Nick Perkins on him. Gives the ball to Carpenter. Carpenter working against Krigler. Going to drive in. Oh, nice pass over. Nice pass to Lance Majors. His great assist. Green Wave switched. That left Majors open. Lewis from 14 scores it. I'll tell you what, he scored it as the horn goes off. The Green Wave are going to go in at halftime with a 36-23 lead over the Doniphan Dons. Al, give us your synopsis of that first half.
Well, the first quarter was basically both teams were filling each other out. It was a low-scoring affair, 13-10 after one quarter in favor of Malden. And then the second quarter, the Green Wave stepped that up a little bit, outscoring the Dons 23-13.
That's correct.
But the quickness is very evident right there, is that Malden's actually outplayed Doniphan on both ends of the court there. They've batted away a lot of loose balls there, went down and converted those things, opened up a commanding lead here. And, of course, now at halftime, Doniphan had to go back in, regroup, and figure out a way to sit there and slow that speed down and bring the ball game back under control. Otherwise, in the championship game, as this tournament right there, Malden could very well open it up a lot more.
My name is Shane Talbert. I chose Three Rivers Community College because it's a great place to start.
At TRCC, I'm getting the same general education classes offered at a four-year college, but here they cost a lot less. Classes are small, so I can get individual attention, and the teachers are great. I'm getting a quality education at an affordable price, and I'm close to home.
TRCC, it's a great place to start.
Call 1-877-TRY-TRCC or click on www.trcc.edu.
Bloomfield making some announcements here at half.
He is one of the best basketball players to ever wear a uniform in the Mountain Blue Hill. He's from Advance. It's Carl Ritter. Our next player averaged 23 points per game for 4 years. Maybe the best offensive rebounder playing this tournament. He is the only player ever selected in the All-Tournament team his 4 years of high school. In 86, 87, 88, and 89. He holds the highest career scoring average in tournament history. He scored 24 in the championship as a sophomore, 27 in the championship as a junior, 30 in the championship as a senior. He's Malden's Lewis Sherman. Our next player was notified to be as quick as anyone that's ever played on this court. He averaged 15 points per game as a pure point guard, and he made everyone else on his team better. And he made Coach Jim Lytle look awfully good a lot of times. In 1994, he averaged 25 points per game. He had 33 versus 10 that year. He is the speed demon from Portersville, Antonio. We're down to a couple of players. This next man played in 1963, 64, and 65 as Bloomfield, winning 3 tournaments in a row. He played with the team that finished second in Missouri, third in Missouri. He scored 22 in the 65 championship game, was named a high school All-American, and of course after being 2 years All-State. He's Bloomfield's own Mike Glass. Our final player, one of the best 11 players in the 50-year history of this tournament, he had the 4th most points in tournament history. He was the second leading vote getter in this voting. He has the second most points in tournament average with over 30 per game back in 1985. He's won a state championship. He's won this tournament twice as a player. And tonight he wants to win it. I know these guys and they need a coach. Here's your all-time half-century coach. He finished third in this tournament in 85 and 89. He won this tournament as a head coach in 83, 84, 87, and 88. He was in the finals in 89 and 90. His tied for the most tournament wins by a coach and tied for the most championship game appearances. Over 8 years in the 80s, his team went 28 and 4 in this Christmas tournament.
you're interested in a college degree or career training, Three Rivers Community College is a great place to start. Classes at TRCC can help you advance in your present job or start a whole new career. Convenient classes mean you don't have to give up your present job, and TRCC will help you find financial aid. Register on campus or at any of the centers. Call 1-877-TRY-TRCC or click on www.trcc.edu.
Al, what a great job Bloomfield has done with this 50th Christmas tournament. Dave Green from Malden, the MC, got a great voice, doesn't he?
He does. I tell you, he's got a good radio voice. You know, one other person I know of that's now deceased, a good friend of mine, Cleet Stanfield, had a voice for radio.
He sure did.
You know, he followed high school basketball in Southeast Missouri for many years. It didn't make no difference who was winning, whoever was hot, he was with that team throughout, you know. And, of course, Dave has been likewise. You know, what a tremendous honor to sit there and be named to this half-century team. You think about the number of ball players that's passed through this gymnasium. And, you know, the remarkable thing to me is to have a tournament for 50 years and be as good 50 years later says a lot about the hospitality and the administration here at Bloomfield Schools in making a successful tournament. I think anywhere you go, you talk high school basketball, most people tell you they look forward to this tournament because they see some good quality basketball. The hospitality here is very good, and you know, and they work at those things. They just don't have by accident.
Sure. But again, just to go over this one more time, the all half-century team is Anthony Bean, Brian Blackmer, Jamie Booker, Brett Hale, Robert Eisen, Mark Lance, Michael Lance, Carl Ritter, Louis Shern, Antonio Sykes, Mike Wise. And the coach for the all half-century team, Randy Scott. So congratulations to each and every one of those guys, and well-deserved.
Well-deserved, and, you know, it was a tough job. You know, the fans selected this half-century team. There were ballots sent out, you know, for nominations from various people within the circle of basketball, and narrowed that list of 30 players for them to pick from and 4 coaches. And when you consider 50 years, and several players will probably deserve, and it's hard to sit there and pick the best, you know, because over 50 years the game has changed. Several things that happened in this thing, but I think that the team that this group has put together is an outstanding ball club.
Yes.
Any coach would like to coach that bunch.
You bet.
Now at First State Bank and Trust in Dexter, earn 5.12 annual percentage yield with an electronic Advantage Now checking account. There's no minimum balance and no service charge, giving you the best product for internet banking and more. Get unlimited checking with free internet banking, free online bill payments, electronic bank statements, and more. Streamline monthly bill payments, save time and money, and earn 5.12 APY at First State Bank and Trust, Business 60 in Dexter, member FDIC.
We're getting ready for basketball, second half, the 26th game of this week. Channel 21, you're talking about Cleet Stanfield. He is responsible for Channel 21. He got us turned on to what we could do, and I know he is gone, but his memory is with us forever. We have be forever grateful for that. Green Wave with a turnover real quick. They pick it up. Inside to Eisen. He loses the ball. Doniphan has it back. Act like they might want to run. Carpenter pulls it back out, gives it to Chandler Wilson. Green Wave still in that man-to-man. Carpenter has it. Nick Perkins on him. Perkins, a great defensive player. Ball back to Wilson. Ball to Charles Wilson now. Chandler wears 33. Charles wears 31. Ball inside to Majors. He's wanting to go against Eisen. Puts it up. No good. Franks with the rebound. Green Wave running. Lewis has it. Slows it up just a bit, gives it to Franks. Franks is going to put up a shot from 14, scores it. Man, I've never seen him do that, and he really looks good at it, doesn't he?
He looks good, and they've opened up a 15-point lead now, largest lead of the night. And Doniphan brings the ball back down court. They've got to make a move here, I would think, to get back in this thing. Malden gets the rebound on a missed shot. Eisen turns around, spins, and puts a little hook shot that misses.
He's going to have the foul.
Foul on the play.
Yeah, the Green Wave took the ball down the side instead of getting it in the center, and had the 3-on-1 break. Great defense and a good stop that time by Doniphan. They come away with the foul on the Green Wave.
6:52 left in this third quarter, 38-23 in favor of the Green Wave as Doniphan brings the ball in bounds. And Malden's kind of went to more of a four-court press now. They bring the ball down, but it doesn't seem to bother Doniphan there. We'll move the ball down the court.
So Collins and Carpenter and the Wilson boys handle the ball extremely well. Alonzo Lewis is going to pick up his third foul.
Go to hold the foul away from the basket.
Wilson to Wilson. Inside to Chandler Wilson. He put up with a tip, and ball would not go. Lewis with the rebound and steps out of bounds. He's frustrated. Eddings into the game. Coming out is going to be Robbie Eisen for the Green Wave. Wilson with the basketball into Chandler Wilson puts it up and in. Chandler Wilson with 9. Caleb Reed with the basketball for the Green Wave. Green Wave lead by 13. Inside to Eddings, back to Reed. A nice give and go, but it runs into a great defensive play.
Malden will keep the ball as a jump alternating arrow is in their favor, so they take the ball out of their own basket here. And Reed takes it out.
Wilson with Reed with the basketball to Lewis. Lewis still with the basketball, goes in the lane and going to be fouled on the floor that time by Carpenter. Adam Carpenter with his first foul, the first foul of the half on Doniphan. The only person with more than one foul is Robbie Eisen with 2, Alonzo Lewis with 3 for the Green Wave. Quentin Franks inside, puts up a shot. It's going to fall off the rim. He tried to get the rebound. Chandler Wilson with it. Kicks the ball down in the corner to Netherland. Collins comes up with the loose ball for Doniphan. Over to Chandler Wilson. He's going to put up a 3. Scores it.
Got it.
Wilson with 5 in the quarter, 12 in the game. 38-28. Doniphan's back within 10. Malden only has 2 in this quarter. Lewis with a drive, puts up a shot. It's short. Reed quickly out to save it from going out of bounds. Green Wave going to try to speed the game up. They've got to speed it up. They like to go inside. They're having trouble on the outside. Of course, you've got the 10-point lead. No big hurry.
No big hurry. The other team has to force the action. Malden looks around trying to find a good open, clean shot.
I tell you that Lewis can handle the ball, can he?
See, he's definitely a good guard.
Quentin Franks with the basketball. Now Nick Perkins. Doniphan's defense is really creating havoc right now for the Green Wave. We've got a timeout as Robbie Eisen does. Robert Eisen, the head coach, does not like what's going on. So timeout with 4:47 to go in the third quarter. Malden 38, Doniphan 28.
They couldn't seem to shake Doniphan's defense. They run a little weave in there, but wherever they went right there was a yellow shirt hanging on them there. So go back there and get them X's and O's and plot some new strategy.
This game brought to you by your friends at New Wave Communications. New Wave's DVR is like TiVo, only better. Pause, record, and rewind live TV. Now TV that fits your schedule. Call New Wave today to find out how you can save even more by bundling digital cable, telephone, and high-speed data.
We've seen what we like to label it as, Al, a barn burner, because it's a packed house. It's warm in here. And I know it's warm on that court. Those players are up and down the floor. Both teams feel it. The Green Wave have not got in the flow here at the start of the third quarter. But Doniphan has come out pretty good.
And this Malden crowd is really into this ball game with their Green Wave on top. And, man, there's no telling how many fans are here wearing the green and gold of Malden.
Sure.
Of course, Doniphan across the way has a good representation.
Yes, they do.
Also, and they got a spirited group of cheerleaders on this corner down here. It's hoping to lead their Dons back.
Tonight's game is also brought to you by Boomers Productions. The next time your company needs a commercial, safety, informational, or music video made, please contact Boomers Productions. Working with Maldenite Productions, we can produce your next video requirement. We also bring to your local news and programming as seen on Channel 21 and the New Wave Communications Network. We're currently seen in Bernie, Bloomfield, Essex, Campbell, Dexter, and Malden, and looking forward to serving more towns in southeast Missouri and northeast Arkansas viewing area. Boomers Productions and Channel 21, your hometown channel. Call 281-2121 or visit our website at boomersproductions.com. Also, our toll-free number outside the Malden area, 877-566-2121.
David Black, you got a close-up of him. He's our engineer technician and the guy that does our editing of all of our tapes. He's here to capture some footage on this final night. He's on the stage. It's the only place he could get to. Lonzo Lewis with a basketball will trigger it for the Green Wave. Ball to Reed. Malden showing good patience. Reed inside, puts it up. Falls short of the rim. Ball tipped up, ball tipped around. Eddings is going to try to save it, and the ball goes off of Doniphan. Malden will keep possession of the basketball.
Good hustle over there.
Oh, both ways. Eddings going after it. Wilson going after it. Eddings with the basketball. Does a spin move, puts it up off the glass and scores it. I tell you, this young man has had him a tournament.
He sure has. I've liked his style of play. He looked good last night against Puxco, and he's come back off the bench tonight. Didn't start. Had a good run there to score. Doniphan to 40-30 now. 4:15 left in the third quarter. Malden brings the ball back down court. Lewis handling the ball and man-to-man. Got a little weave going there, and there's a pass in, and there's missed shot. Doniphan gets a rebound, but there's a foul called on the play.
Collins went down and scored the nice little jumper after Malden had scored. Malden came down, and Lewis gave Porter a pass inside. Porter went up and short-armed it. And then the foul was created on L1 Perkins. His first. Green Wave's third of the half. Carpenter with the basketball. Krigler on him. He's into the game. Collins has it. Wilson down two. Netherland, he puts it up and scores it, and he's going to be fouled. Doniphan is back within 8 and a chance to cut it to 7 as Netherland will go to the free throw line.
Ice was over on the sideline there, ready to check in the game.
Foul, second foul on Antonio Eddings. He comes out. Robbie Ison comes back in.
There's a difficult shot that he scored on that one there. The defender did a good job trying to block him off there, and as he went up, he got him into him.
Nice free throw there. 7-point lead by the Green Wave. 3:47 to go. Krigler with the basketball. Gives it to L1 Perkins. Now he can light it up from that outside. We saw that last night if he gets a chance. Pass down to Krigler, and he's going to be fouled by Netherland. It's going to be his second. Going to the line to shoot 2 will be Ryan Krigler. Green Wave have 4 in the quarter. 10 scored by Doniphan. Krigler's first shot up, short.
Didn't have his legs under that, but that ball just barely grazed the bottom of the net as he missed. Here comes the second shot now.
Second one up, scores it. Tell you, he's a gutsy ball player.
He is.
Very quick.
41-33 as Doniphan brings the ball down. 3:20 left in the third quarter. Still a lot of basketball go. 8-point game in favor of the Green Wave as Doniphan moves the ball around the front, go down the side. Good defense out there.
Nice jump shot that time by Adam Carpenter. Man in his face, he still scores it. 41-35. Green Wave on top by 6. Ryan Krigler with the basketball. Doniphan has really stepped up their defense. Green Wave can't get anything going. Lewis goes up for a jump shot, no good. Ball tipped around by Porter. Collins off and running for Doniphan as he takes the ball in and brings it back out. For 3, outside, off the rim. That time, Chandler Wilson. Nice look at it. L1 Perkins with the rebound. He had a good look.
Had a good look there. I thought the ball was going to go for a moment. It was on the inside ring. Bounced right back out. Malden got the ball, bring it down forward. They kind of slowed the action down just a little bit.
L1 in the corner for 3. Puts it up. Will not go. Rebound by Ison. Puts it on the floor. Sprinting around. Turnaround jump shot, no good. He's going to be called on the back of Charles Wilson. That's going to be the third foul on Ison.
D&D Trucking is located at Highway 60 and Double F, just north of Essex. Donnie and Tish Foster are the owners. D&D Trucking uses end dumps and hopper bottom trailers. D&D Trucking specializes in grain, fertilizer, lime, and rock hauling. Personalized, dependable, and reliable service. That's D&D Trucking in Essex. Give them a call at 573-283-5550. D&D Trucking in Essex.
41-35, 2:09 to go in the third quarter. Doniphan got the momentum definitely on their side.
They've chiseled, it was up 15 a while ago for Malden. Now it's been cut to 6 points. They've chiseled in that lead, cut it in half.
They've not allowed Malden to get into any continuity of the flow on offense. Malden has to push the ball down the floor. Collins for three, scores it.
That's cut that lead to 3 points there. They've come back from a 15-point deficit early in this quarter to cut it down to 3 points now as Malden brings the ball back down court.
Nick Perkins with a basketball for the Green Wave. He drives, and he's going to be called, a foul going to be called on Jake Netherland, his third for Doniphan. Called for a blocking foul. Going to the line to shoot two will be Nick Perkins. Doniphan now with 3 fouls and a half. Perkins first shot short. Lance Majors, a 6'4 senior, comes in for 6'4 Jake Netherland. Also coming in is going to be Nick Webb. Going out is going to be Chandler Wilson. Perkins with a chance to extend the lead for the Green Wave to 4. Shot up, scores it.
42-38 with a minute 44 left in the third quarter as Doniphan decked out in gold trimmed with black, comes down court with the ball. Good feed, good pass as Wilson puts the ball up and cut it 2 points now. 42-40, minute 29 to go, and Malden brings the ball back down court. Out to Reed.
Well, Doniphan is taking this guy right here out of the game, Lewis. Lewis gets the ball, and just as soon as I say that, he drives in and hits it.
There. Back to 4-point lead now for the Green Wave as Doniphan comes right back down court. Fast break. Drive and shot is good by Carpenters. It's back to 2 points again, 44-42, and here's this crowd getting into it now. Both sides come alive.
Caleb Reed with the basketball. What a game. We've got definitely a barn burner in the making.
Loose ball there. Ball's going to stay with Malden as the official on this side says that Doniphan touched the ball last going out. Good hustle there. This is truly a championship game.
Quentin Franks inside with the basketball, loses a handle, but it goes to Caleb Reed. He puts it up and in. Reed in the right place at the right time.
That time called Doniphan napping there as they were watching the ball coming into him. They got loose and turned around and put the ball back off to the rim.
Collins drives in, gives the ball off to Wilson. He puts it up and in. And fouled, going to the line to try to convert on the three-point play is going to be Charles Wilson. Foul that time on Robbie Ison, his 4th.
46-44, 28 ticks left in this third quarter. Doniphan has a chance to cut the lead to 1. And early in this third quarter, they were down 15. So the quarter definitely belonged to Doniphan.
Sure. Ryan Krigler back into the game, Ison out. Chandler can cut the lead to 1. He does.
46-45. Malden Malden brings the ball down court. Lewis doing the ball handling there. Is set up. I'm sure probably play for the last shot in this quarter.
Nick Perkins with the ball. Goes to the free throw lane. They're going to call a foul on the floor on Tyler Collins, his 2nd. Doniphan's 4th. Green Wave will inbound on the sideline with 13.3 seconds to go. Coming into the game for Doniphan. is Isaac Ballou, and going out is Collins. Coming in is going to be Antonio Eddings. Going out is Krigler. Down under 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Lewis with the basketball. Looks like he wants to take the last shot. He puts up a shot just outside the free throw line. In and out as the horn goes off to end the third quarter. It's a Malden Green Wave. 46. The Doniphan Dons 45. We'll be right back in just a moment.
My name is Shane Talbert. I chose Three Rivers Community College because it's a great place to start.
At TRCC, I'm getting the same general education classes offered at a four-year college, but here they cost a lot less. Classes are small, so I can get individual attention, and the teachers are great. I'm getting a quality education at an affordable price, and I'm close to home.
TRCC, it's a great place to start.
Call 1-877-TRY-TRCC or click on www.trcc.edu.
Okay, Al, what did you think?
I tell you, that quarter there was definitely all Doniphan as they really got down by 15 points early in the quarter. Now they've shaved that thing to 1 point heading into the fourth quarter. And I don't know that I'd say that Malden is tired, because I don't think they've tired as much as Doniphan has stepped up their defense, and their offense is beginning to come alive there. And of course, this crowd is really into the ball game on both ways now. And this fourth quarter will tell the stamina. 4 days, 4 games. That tells you the condition of the two players, as these final 8 minutes can be a hard 8 minutes there. Dom's in good position.
Sure.
But, Malden there again, I think they'll get a second win because, normally when you get that far down, you make that comeback, then you have that little cooling off period there where the team can regroup again. We shall see over the next 8 minutes as we await to crown the 50th champion of this tournament.
JR Shoes carries a complete line of athletic shoes for the entire family. Nike socks are available at JR's now from infant sizes through men's size 18. New Balance are also in stock in medium and wide widths. JR carries a complete line of casual shoes by Merrill, Bourne, and Clark for guys and gals. In the boot line, JR carries Red Wings and plain or steel toe, waterproof or insulated, Double H Western work boots, and Justin Double Comfort work boots with Gore-Tex, Dr. Martin Classics, Rocky Work boots, Acme Kids boots, and Tony Lama and Dan Post dress boots. That's JR Shoes in Malden and Poplar Bluff.
Well, it would be something to win it. To just say you won the 50th.
Doniphan has the ball to start the fourth quarter.
David Reed with a steal. Gets the ball to Franks. Franks to Nick Perkins to Lewis. Inside to Eddings. A spin move. Puts it up. No good. Got his own rebound, but he's going to be called on the back. Antonio Eddings with his third foul. Going to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 will be. You can't tell which one it is. That 31? No, it's 33. It's going to be Chandler. Our vantage point, all we could see, or all I could see, was a 3. Wilson's first shot up. He scores it. He gets the bonus.
We're tied.
First time we've been that way in a long time.
Doniphan has a chance to take the lead for only the second time in the game. That led 1 point, 10-8, never led since.
Next shot up, puts Doniphan on top. 47-46. Caleb Reed with the basketball. Ball dribbled out of bounds by the Green Wave. Turnover. Doniphan with the ball. L1 Perkins coming in for Caleb Reed. 7:28 to go. Doniphan has just come back and just methodically just played good basketball and hit some key three-pointers, which has really put them back in the basketball game.
And they've also hit their free throws when they counted them too. And good defense on both ends, but the Dons definitely seem to have the momentum going away. Missed an easy layup there. Malden comes back down towards the basket, down 47-46 with 7 minutes to go in the game. Lewis hits a big shot to give Malden a lead again, 48-47.
Lewis with 21 now. And notice what Malden did. When they got the ball, they hurried down the floor. They are much better offensively when they're on the move.
Yes, they are.
Collins with a basketball for Doniphan. 6:40 to go in this game. Wilson has it. Back to Collins. Green Wave defense really stepped up here. Nick Webb with a basketball. Spin move. Gives the ball to Chandler Wilson. Wilson has a ball. A hacking foul that time on Quentin Franks. His first, going to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 will be Chandler Wilson. He was just there just a few minutes ago.
Same situation, down 1 point, chance to put them back ahead.
Shot up, scores it.
Tied up again. 48-48, 6:30 to go in the contest.
Second one up, off the rim, rebound that time by Elwan Perkins to Lewis. Game tied, 48 all, with 6:25 to go. Perkins with the basketball to Lewis. Green Wave trying to get the ball down low, it looks like, to Eddings. They give the ball to Franks. Franks back to Lewis. Try to get it down to Eddings. The ball taken away there by Carpenter. Carpenter down to Wilson. He puts it up. No good. Rebound. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up. Scores it. Charles Wilson with 10 in the game. Doniphan up by 2. That ties their biggest lead.
Ties their biggest lead. 50-48.
Nick Perkins with a basketball. Throws it to Eddings. Eddings with a spin move. Tries to get it to Franks. Off his fingertips. Franks in the corner to Elwan Perkins. No good. Short. Collins with a rebound. Doniphan running. He goes in. It's going to be a hacking foul on Elwan Perkins. His second. Green Wave ninth of the half. Going to line to shoot a 1-and-1 will be Tyler Collins. The next foul created by the Green Wave. Doniphan will be in the double bonus. Robbie Eisen in for Quentin Franks. Also, Trey Porter in for Antonio Eddings. 5:35 to go. Doniphan on top of the Green Wave, 50-48. Tyler Collins shot up. It's good. He'll get the bonus.
But the score on the wrong side of the board is actually 51-48.
That's what I thought. Well, they've got Malden with 1 point too many. I'll bet they'll get that corrected. There they go. Second one up, he misses. Elwan Perkins with the rebound to Lewis. Lewis quickly down the floor. Goes to the center. Goes inside. He's going to be fouled. Foul is going to be on number 31, Charles Wilson, his second.
This game brought to you by your friends at New Wave Communications. New Wave's DVR is like TiVo, only better. Pause, record, and rewind live TV. Now TV that fits your schedule. Call New Wave today to find out how you can save even more by bundling digital cable, telephone, and high-speed data.
Only the 15th foul of the half on Doniphan. That could play into Malden's advantage there.
Yes.
Porter with the basketball. Gives out to Lewis. Lewis puts up a 16-footer, scores it. I mean, he ripped it. Lewis having a all-star night. He has 23. Gives the Green Wave, brings them back to within 1. Doniphan on top, 51-50. Charles Wilson with a basketball to Collins. To Carpenter, inside the lane. Beautiful pass in to Charles Wilson. The ball not go. Trey Porter with the rebound. Alonzo Lewis with the basketball. Green Wave with a chance to take the lead with 5 minutes to go in this game. Lewis with the ball. He's carrying the Green Wave on his back. Puts it up, scores it. What a game. What a game we are seeing out of Alonzo Lewis of the Malden Green Wave. Maybe one of the best. Shot put up by Carpenter. No good. Green Wave with the rebound. Lewis has a basketball. Green Wave lead 52-51 with 4:35 to go. Lewis with the ball. He loses it. Collins picks it up. Doniphan with the numbers. Nick Webb goes in, puts up a shot. Will not go. Robbie Eisen with the rebound. Boy, this game is picked up. Ball tipped out of bounds by Doniphan. Green Wave will control. Coming in for the Green Wave, Caleb Reed. Also, Ryan Krigler. Coming out is Nick Perkins. I didn't see who else went out. I know they're playing with 5. Caleb Reed with the basketball. Lewis went out for a blow. Ryan Krigler inside the lane, puts it up, scores it. Green Wave back up by 3. Quickly down the floor, Nick Webb of Doniphan. He's going to be called for walking.
That's 4 straight trips down the floor. He turned the ball over here. Missed an easy layup, or in that case, he walked that time there. Malden had 54-51. Timeout is called by Doniphan. Malden had the ball at 4:10 left in the ball game, up 54-51.
Today's game is brought to you by Larry Ellison Auto Sales. Larry Ellison Auto Sales is located very conveniently at the corner of Business Highway 60 and 1 Mile Road in Dexter. Larry Ellison Auto Sales not only sell pre-owned automobiles, but they have motorcycles, motorhomes, boats, and even 4-wheelers. Please see Larry Ellison Auto Sales for your next vehicle purchase. They also will handle your financing. That's Larry Ellison Auto Sales in Dexter, Missouri.
4:10 to go. Green Wave on top by 3. Doniphan with a quick timeout. Boy, this crowd, Al, is going wild.
Yeah, they are.
They have seen a dandy.
They sure have.
And what a performance by Alonzo Lewis.
25 points. And, of course, this ball game has featured some very good defense on both ends of the court. And, it's truly what the seeding meeting was about when they named these teams 1 and 2.
Yep.
The coaches knew what they were doing.
Yep.
So they're truly the 2 better teams in this field this year.
Well, the seeding was who was going to be 1 and who was going to be 2.
Yes.
That was a good timeout for both teams. Both of them got a minute timeout. Got a good blow that time. And Lewis will probably be checking back in for the Green Wave. He is. He's back in the game. Tell you what, the young man has had a game, hasn't he?
He sure has.
Not taking away anything from anybody else on either team, but this young man has carried the Green Wave on his back.
He has.
Any college scout here tonight, I guarantee you they're going to be talking to him. Inside to Ison, nice pass in. He's going to be fouled. Robbie Ison will go to the line to shoot 2. He has 4 points on the evening. He's 0 for 2 from the line. Foul that time on Charles Wilson, his 3rd. Doniphan 6. The next foul on Doniphan will put Malden in the bonus. Ison shot up, no good.
Ooh, I kind of heard that shot.
Yep. 4 minutes exactly left in this game. His shot up, second one, scores it. 55-51. Green Wave on top by 4. Collins with the basketball, guarded by Krigler. Chandler with the basketball, gives it to, or Carpenter with the basketball, gives it to Chandler Wilson. To Collins. To Carpenter. Carpenter's going to drive in, puts up a shot, does not go, rebounded by Trey Porter. Carpenter banged some bodies in there, no call. Krigler quickly down to him, inside, puts it up, and he's going to be fouled. Going to the line to shoot 2 for the Green Wave, going to be Ryan Krigler. He's 1 for 2 from the line tonight. Foul on Tyler Collins, his 3rd.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier about the blow as the team come back there, and that's what's happened here is that Malden has regained their lead again after having had a 15-point lead and actually fallen behind by 3. Now they're back up on top by 4. Make that 5 as Krigler hits his first free throw, 55-51, 3:34 left in the ball game. Shoots a second free throw.
Krigler's second shot up, scores it.
Also now it's a 6-point ball game. Now the ball up 57-51, 3:34 to go. Doniphan with the ball coming down. Collins bringing the ball in. The guard play's been good in this tournament too.
It really has, all the way around. I mean, but Doniphan has very few turnovers against this press. And Malden, that's where they make their living, is turnovers created by that press. Bad passes, and Doniphan just has not done that. Wilson with a drive, puts a running layup up, will not go. Ison with the rebound, gives to Lewis. 3 minutes to go exactly in this game. Ball down, Green Wave turn it over. Now Doniphan off and running. They've got the numbers. Carpenter puts it up, scores it.
That's the first time they've scored on about 6 trips in a row down court, and they cut it 57-53 with 2:50 to go in the fourth quarter. Lewis brings the ball down court with the Green Wave.
Spacing that last trip down by the Green Wave was not good.
No.
And that's what created that turnover. Lewis with the basketball, drives in, puts it up, and he's going to be fouled. Foul looks like it's going to be on 41. Foul is on Lance Majors. It's his first. Going to the line to shoot 2 will be Alonzo Lewis. He is 1 for 1 from the line there. He has 25 on the night. His shot up, scores it.
58-53, 2:36 to go. As some more substitutes that come in the game.
Nick Webb and Netherland in for Doniphan. Out is Charles Wilson and also Lance Majors. He may have had better games. Okay, I haven't seen every game this young man's played, but this is the best one I've seen him play, and he's played some good ones.
He's looked awful good out there tonight.
Second one up and in.
59-53. Now Malden, Doniphan brings the ball down, 2:33 to go in the contest there, and Collins brings the ball in, and boy, it's amazing. The pressure hasn't seemed to bother Doniphan at all. There's a foul called here on the play.
Foul's going to be on Ryan Krigler. His first. Going to the line to shoot 2 for the Doniphan Dons will be Tyler Collins. He is 1 for 2 from the line. Just in this quarter, Lewis has 8. He has 10 in the half. He only scored 2 in the third quarter. Collins puts this one up and in.
That's your definition of leadership, when somebody steps up and takes charge. That's what Lewis has done. He's provided that leadership for the Green Wave.
Second shot good.
59-55, 2:26 to go in the game. And Lewis brings the ball back down to the north end of the gymnasium.
Lewis is going to put up a 3. No good. Rebound tipped up by Porter. No good. Tipped up again. No good. Porter gets a rebound. He's going to put it up, and he's going to be fouled by Carpenter. It's going to be his second. Going to the line to shoot 2 will be Trey Porter. He's 1 for 2 from the line.
I was kind of surprised he put that three-pointer up, to tell you the truth.
Well, I tell you what, he feels it.
Yes, he does.
But when Doniphan made that run in the third quarter, Lewis got 2 points. He had 9 in the second quarter, 9 in the first quarter, 8 in the second, and 8 so far in the fourth quarter. As he scores, so the Green Wave have gone tonight. Porter's first shot goes in. Coming back into the game for the Doniphan Dons is Charles Wilson. Going out is Nick Webb. Second one up, off the rim, ball tipped up by Ison. Green Wave get it back. Lewis pulls it out with 2:05 to go. Green Wave want to run an offense here. He's going to go in and gives it over to Ison.
I sort of say there had to be something called there. There was a bump. I guess it wasn't. He must have called a walk, I guess, there.
Either a walk or a 3-second, but the clock stops at 2 minutes even. Ison is out. Eddings in for the Green Wave. Carpenter with a basketball. Didn't see what the turnover call was there. Violation, but neither here or there. Doniphan has the basketball. Collins with the ball to Carpenter. He's going to drive in. Look at that cutoff there by the defense of the Green Wave. Carpenter up for 3. No good. Tipped up by Wilson. Oh, my. Oh, my. What a tip.
57, 140 to go in the ball game now.
What a tip by Charles Wilson. Lewis with the basketball to Nick Perkins. Perkins looks inside. Now he drives, kicks it out to Lewis. We're going to have a foul on Carpenter. It's going to be his third. Going to the line to shoot 2 now for the Green Wave is going to be Nick Perkins. He's 1 for 2 from the line tonight. He has 3 points. Lewis is in to offer a word of encouragement. 1:27 to go.
Good, 61-57.
Nick Perkins puts the Green Wave up before. Second one rolls out. Green Wave tip it around. Coming down with it is Doniphan. Chandler Wilson with the basketball to Charles Wilson. Carpenter back with the ball. Green Wave cut the lane off. Throw the ball deep, or throw the ball in, an inlet pass there to Charles Wilson. Ball tipped out of bounds on a good defensive play by Antonio Eddings. Quentin Franks coming into the game. Coming out is Trey Porter. 1:02 to go in the game. 62 seconds left in regulation. Way this game's setting up, we could see another 5 minute, or is it 5 or 4? No,
5 minutes for varsity now.
Okay. Collins with a basketball, under a minute to go. Carpenter drives in, puts up a shot, no good. Quentin Franks with the rebound. Lewis has a basketball. Boy, we have seen a good one tonight. We've got a foul.
Didn't really have much choice there. Malden's going to run some time also. He had to foul, take his chances in hopes that they'll miss at least one shot down there. Of course, it's still a two-possession ball game as Doniphan now calls timeout with 50.4 seconds remaining in the ball game, and the Green Wave up 61-57.
Alonzo Lewis will go to the line when play resumes for 2 free throws. He has really had a great game tonight.
Las Brisas Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Malden has the best Mexican food in the Boot Hill. Their fast, friendly service will always keep you smiling. Bottomless drinks never leave you thirsting. Lunch specials every Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Also new at Las Brisas is a new drive-through window. You can call ahead and your food will be waiting for you. Call 276-6666, or better yet, visit the friendliest dining atmosphere and best food in the Boot Hill, open 7 days a week. That's Las Brisas Authentic Mexican Restaurant on Business 25 in Malden. Tell Gustavo and the gang you heard about it them on Channel 21.
He has 27 on the night.
Not a bad night's work, is it?
I'll say this, the young man deserves a good steak when this one's over.
He sure does.
Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods, call Kenneth Store at 888-6678 or Lloyd Rice at 576-4471. Nike, Adidas, Russell, any and all kinds of major brand names in your favorite sporting goods. New location in Kennett at 1300 Industrial Drive. That's Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods in Kennett. We're wearing vests tonight from Skeeter Kell. Give them a call or stop by the Kennett store for all your sporting goods needs.
Stan Durham asking no one to go on the floor after the end of the game for the presentation of the trophies to let the teams all come out, the all-tournament team to be announced. We've got that all-tournament team here, and we will give you that as soon as that happens.
And boy, we got some nice trophies to pass out tonight.
Oh, they're beautiful trophies.
They outdid themselves.
Alonzo Lewis to the line to shoot 2. Puts it up, scores it.
62-57.
Young man's 4 for 4 from the line. Green Wave up by 5. It's definitely a 2-possession game with 50.4 seconds to go. Next one up, scores it.
6-3-57. Of course, there's a lot of time left, but the way this game's been played, Doniphan has to have a 3. There's a foul on the play there. Was that Krigler?
Krigler made the foul. He went for the steal, and he's been wanting to go against Collins. Collins has done a good job handling the basketball. I mean, all of the Doniphan players have, as well as the Green Wave players. I mean, you've got 2 good defensive teams out here. Both teams very quick.
I tell you, those who didn't see these 2 teams play tonight don't know what they missed
No.
there, because they're definitely 2 quality ball clubs. That's not taking anything away from some of the other ball clubs in the area that are equally as good, but you know the pressure hasn't bothered either team.
Collins gets both. Into the game is going to be Lance Majors. Coming out is Jake Netherland.
3:59, 46 ticks left in the contest.
Malden and Doniphan will meet again before a Three Rivers game later in the year, and then they are both in the same district, so they could meet as many as 3 times this year. Of course, they've got to get there in the district. Nick Perkins with a basketball, pulls it up, gives it to Krigler, to Lewis. 35 seconds to go. The Green Wave up by 4. Collins fouls Lewis.
Wrong player to foul, but they didn't have much other choice. Time is very precious now.
Lewis acted like he didn't like the foul, but my goodness, I want to go to the line and shoot if I'm shooting like that. He has 29. If he makes this shot, he has 30 points in the game. And I got to say, what an effort this young man has put on for the Green Wave. Shot in and out. It's his first miss from the free throw line. This young man a lot of times gets aggravated, but he gets aggravated at himself. He doesn't get aggravated at anybody else because he is a perfectionist. Second shot up, scores it. That's 30 points by Alonzo Lewis. Doniphan quickly down the floor. Collins with a basketball. To Wilson. Wilson puts up a running layup. No good. The ball tipped out of bounds by Netherland of the Doniphan Dons. We've got a timeout on the floor with 26.2 seconds to go. Green Wave on top of 5, and they have possession of the ball. They've got to go the length of the floor.
Whether you're interested in a college degree or career training, Three Rivers Community College is a great place to start. Classes at TRCC can help you advance in your present job or start a whole new career. Convenient classes mean you don't have to give up your present job, and TRCC will help you find financial aid. Register on campus or at any of the centers. Call 1-877-TRY-TRCC or click on www.trcc.edu.
A 2-possession ball game, and of course Doniphan will have to foul immediately as soon as the ball comes in and hope that they miss the free throws.
Green Wave have shot 14 free throws in this quarter alone. They are 10 for 14, a big turnaround from the first 3 games.
Yes, that is quite a turnaround. And of course, you know, we were talking about how important the free throw shooting was and how poor it's been throughout the tournament. But tonight, Malden disputes that as they have sat there and done a good job with the free throw line here in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
And it's safe to say they probably needed every one of them because Doniphan made a run in the third quarter. It actually came back and took a brief lead up as many as 3 points there before Malden got that second win, and now they're up by 5 with 26 seconds left in the contest and have possession of the ball.
Well, Al, we've got 2 quality teams. The fans have been treated to an excellent championship game. The coaches on both sides to be commended for the job that they have done. And we've got 26.2 seconds in regulation to decide who's going to be the champion of this tournament. Ball's going to be tossed down to Eddings. He's got it. Throws the ball down to Franks. Franks pulls the ball back out. Ball taken away by Doniphan. Wilson on the run, puts up a layup, does not get it. Eddings with the rebound. 15 seconds to go. Alonzo Lewis going to be fouled by Collins. That's going to be his 5th with 14.2 seconds to go.
Tonight's game is also brought to you by Boomers Productions. The next time your company needs a commercial, safety, informational, or music video made, please contact Boomers Productions. Working with Malden Night Productions, we can produce your next video requirement. We also bring to your local news and programming as seen on Channel 21 and the New Wave Communications Network. We're currently seen in Bernie, Bloomfield, Essex, Campbell, Dexter, and Malden, and looking forward to serving more towns in Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas viewing area. Boomers Productions and Channel 21, your hometown channel. Call 281-2121 or visit our website at boomersproductions.com. Also, our toll-free number outside the Malden area, 877-566-2121.
Alonzo Lewis will go to the line. He already has 30 points on the night in this game. What a game Tyler Collins played offensively and getting the ball down the court for the Doniphan Dons.
He did, and that layup there was a little too hard off the glass there. If that shot goes, you never know.
Whoa. Lewis could pretty well ice it if he can get these 2 free throws down. First one up, he scores it. 31 points unofficially on the night for Alonzo Lewis. What a tremendous game.
I tell you, he's had an outstanding ball game tonight.
He's had a great tournament, but this tops it all. Anybody'd like to have a night like this.
Sure would.
Second shot up, scores it. Green Wave up by 7 with 14 seconds to go. Carpenter with a basketball. He's down in the corner. He wants to put up a 3. Lewis is all in. He puts it up. It's short. Wilson with the rebound, puts it up and in. He scores. Time is going to run out. Green Wave do not have to inbound it. The Green Wave are the champs for the 50th Bloomfield Christmas Tournament, 66-61. What a game we have seen tonight. What a game, Al.
That was a tremendous ball game. Coming back here before the game started, I said I thought Malden was 5, and it was 5. But you know, Malden had a 15-point lead, and Doniphan never quit. They came right back and made a contest, and this was truly a championship game. What a better way to crown the 50th edition of this Bloomfield Christmas Tournament, and the game we just witnessed on the court.
Well, it was a game. Great sportsmanship. Doniphan scoring real quickly. Tyler Collins with 13. Jake Netherland with 5. Charles Wilson with 12. Adam Carpenter with 10. Chandler Wilson with 15. Lance Majors with 2 for the Green Wave. Caleb Reed with 4. 9 on the night, Ryan Krigler. 4 by Nick Perkins. .32 by Alonzo Lewis. 4 by Quentin Franks, 4 by Trey Porter, 4 by Robbie Eisen, and 4 by Antonio Eddings. The all-tournament teams, the presentations of trophies will be coming out. Al, what a game we've seen.
Well, we have seen a tremendous ball game, and of course, it's been a good tournament. When you look at what's took place in this tournament, look at those trophies coming out. Big trophies there. Probably some of the biggest you'll see anywhere around. But, you know, looking at this tournament, what's happened this week, the Richland Rebels seated 16th, comes in here to win the consolation side there. You know, had a good tournament themselves. And then, of course, the Malden Green Wave showed why they're 11-0 as they came out and displayed a good, balanced scoring attack. Lewis with 31 points there on the night. Hit their free throws in the fourth quarter. And, of course, Doniphan never quit, never gave up. Doniphan gave a good account of themselves. And, as you said, these two teams are going to meet again probably at least 2 more times.
Well, at least once for sure. They'll both have to win to get into the finals of the district tournament. They should know each other pretty well. Let's take a break right quick, Al.
This game brought to you by your friends at New Wave Communications. New Wave is the local leader in communication and entertainment needs. Digital cable, telephone, high-speed data from one source. Call New Wave today to find out how you can save even more by bundling digital cable, telephone, and high-speed data.
Al, we're going to have the presentation of the trophies, and what a great tournament we have seen. The fans have been treated to the best.
They sure have. I'll tell you, 4 days, 26 ball games. Yeah, and if you're hungry for basketball without a rest, I guess you're a nut.
Channel 21 has brought you all 26 games. We thank you. Look at these trophies. We're going to get you a close-up of these trophies here. Kennett Indians being presented second place in the consolation bracket. Show you those trophies up real quick right there. Aren't they beautiful? And the cheerleaders hold them are the same. Al, I've never seen trophies that nice for a tournament.
I haven't either, and you know, it's only fitting that these people at Bloomfield done a tremendous job in putting on this 50th edition. They said last year they want to do something special, and did they ever?
Yes. The Richland Rebels came away here as a 16th seed team, got 3 wins in this tournament. Casey Knight has done a great job. That team is coming together, and boy, they've had a lot of adversity. Cameron Whitaker is injured again. Their star guard did not even play today, and they won.
And they had a player transferred to Sykeston earlier in the year that would have helped them tremendously, too.
Sure. Dexter Bearcats coming out to get their 5th place trophy. Portageville Bulldogs. 5th place. Dexter Bearcats got the 6th place trophy. I got ahead of myself there. We've got the all-tournament team. We'll be announcing that, but we will not announce it until it's announced by Stan Durham, the public address announcer for the Bloomfield schools. South Pemiscot Bulldogs, 4th place trophy. South Pemiscot played much better in this tournament, Al.
Yes, it did. They had to be pleased. They came in this tournament kind of down a little bit.
Yes,
but they
they
came
were.
and had some good ball games in this tournament. Of course, tonight, I guess the 4th day just takes a toll on the leg.
This team right here, the Puxico Indians, Al, for only 8 players, they get a lot out of it, don't they?
They sure do. Their only loss was to the Green Wave last night, and they had a good tournament as they carry a 10-2 season into the second half of the year.
Doniphan Dons come out to get their 2nd place trophy. It's a hard thing to do to come out and get. But they'll look back on this game and they'll grow from it. 66-61. What a great. The first place, Malden Green Wave. Now we're going to have the all-tournament team announced. Really no surprises.
No, there isn't.
Have you got to look at it?
I've looked at it, yes.
Okay. From the Richland Rebels, Drew Thornton. He's a freshman. We just had a freshman, Lewis Shern, that made it all 4 years on the all-half-century team. This young man has got some potential, doesn't he, Al?
Yes, he does.
From South Pemiscot, Mauricio Clay. Dexter Bearcat, Kevin Hart. Boy, he had a great tournament.
He did. He had a good game last night. Tonight he got held to 6 points, but he had an overall great tournament there.
But he was a factor inside.
Yes, he was.
Doniphan is Chandler Wilson. Boy, he had a good tournament.
He sure did.
Young man can handle the ball. He likes to go in and mix it up. Marcus Massey from the Bernie Mules. Hopefully he's here to get that. That young man is really an athlete. Here he comes from the side. Silas Dill from the Bernie Mules.
Silas also had a good tournament up here.
Oh, the young man can shoot now. Hopefully he's here. Trey Mosby from the Portageville team. He had a great tournament. He made the all-tournament team last year. Adam Carpenter, a great tournament again. Tremendous ball player. He'll go on and play college ball somewhere. Charles Wilson, the other twin. I believe those 3 guys from Doniphan will play some extra ball, don't you?
I do too.
Cameron Whitaker from the Richland Rebels. You can see he's injured. He injured that shoulder. He did not get to play tonight, but he really picked up the pace for Richland and to win those 2 games after the loss to Malden. Quentin Franks from the Malden Green Wave gets his medallion. What a great kid. And Alonzo Lewis, that is no surprise, I will assure you, to anybody in this tournament. He had him a game tonight. He had him a tournament. He is a fine young man. Al, I want to thank you for coming and filling in for Tommy Jacobs. What a great tournament it's been. We want to thank the Bloomfield School District for all that they have done. And again, we hope you have enjoyed this Bloomfield Christmas tournament. If you would like a tape or a DVD of any or all of these games, get in touch with Boomers Productions by calling toll-free at 877-566-2121. Al, Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year and best of luck to everybody in 2007. And thank you again, sir.
I appreciate it. Look forward to it. I know this is premature, but look forward to coming back to the 51st edition.
Well, again, folks, we're going to go down on the floor and try to get some interviews. So until next time, again, Bill Hampton, along with everybody at Boomers Productions, Channel 21, we're glad that you have joined us, and we hope that you enjoy all of these 26 games that we're going to be playing throughout all of 2007. Until next time, don't forget, put those seatbelts on. We want to see you back at next year's championship, the 51st from the Bloomfield Tournament. And remember, live today, learn from yesterday, and look forward to tomorrow. Good night.